We're going to have a look at the papers right now. Should we look at the front pages first of all?
Go on, then.
The story about the government's plans for quarantine hotels is the lead story in The Guardian. It says travel curbs and other restrictions could remain in place for months.
Staying with the tourism theme, The Sun warns that quarantine plans mean foreign holidays are under threat. Travel experts say the move, which would cost families at least £1,000 extra, will wreck plans for foreign breaks. Looks like it's Bognor again, dear, is the headline.
The Daily Mirror leads with a survey suggesting that the majority of children want to go back to school because lockdown is affecting their mental health. A poll for the paper found more than 70% revealed they had been damaged by being kept away from class, friends and support.
And the Times is warning that Britain's COVID vaccine could be put in jeopardy after the EU told Pfizer and other pharmaceutical companies they must get permission to export vaccine doses to the UK. We'll speak to the Vaccines Minister, Nadeem Zahawi, about that at 7:30.
Should we look at the inside pages? Do you want to go first? Because I've got something I want to play you in a minute.
Well, you know that on the front page of The Sun this morning, talking about holidays being ruined and it's Bognor again, dear. Well, would you believe the Cornish coast sits alongside the Caribbean and Colorado Springs?
I definitely would believe it, being a massive fan
I
of
know
the
you
Cornish
love a bit of
coast.
Cornwall, don't you? In the top 10 of emerging travel hotspots, particularly St Ives.
Right.
Comes behind Martinique, Panama City Beach in Florida, Rio de Janeiro, and then Mexico, and then St Ives comes after that in Cornwall. So very high on the list of TripAdvisor. This is their survey. And also, if we are having to stay around the UK, I know we can't really travel anywhere at the moment, but have this in your mind. Top 10 national parks in Europe, Yorkshire Dales, the Peak District and the New Forest are all in the top 5.
Wow.
And London, apparently, is the second most popular destination in the world.
You had a lovely trip, didn't you, to London?
Not recently. Just
No. Ages ago.
Last year, that week when it was ridiculously hot.
I remember it
There were
well.
hardly any tourists in London. Everybody who had second homes had gone away somewhere, so it was just us and the kids numpting about London for a bit. It was very nice.
Do you know what? The Cornish coast is one of the things I miss the most. So, you know, one day, hopefully,
there
we
you
can
go.
all
So there's
back.
a bit of positivity there for you.
I was going to play you some noises, wasn't I?
I've got another.
Go on, you do another.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Now, how do you say the cheese Gouda? You Gouda or a Gouda? Anyone?
I think I'm a Gouda.
I'm a Gouda, yeah. I just wanted to check I wasn't going to sound like an idiot again. The Devil Wears Gouda is a headline. What do you think of this? £905 Prada jumper, which is part of their spring-summer collection, which looks a little bit like the holy cheese, apparently. There it is. I suppose it all depends on where the holes fall, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not really going to work on the BBC breakfast sofa for me,
No,
is it?
I'm not sure. I mean, you can rock a lot of things, Louise. I'm not sure even you. I'm not sure you can get away with that one.
Another couple of things as well. Takeaways. I mean, so there's quite a lot of stories that I noticed over the weekend about how people, perhaps with an enormous amount of money to spend, were hiring private chefs, etc.
yeah.
Well, this is about takeaways. And apparently, Michelin-starred meals. We thought, you know, we might assume might have been not happening during lockdown, but actually, what's going on? And there's some very snazzy, I think snazzy, delicious, very expensive takeaways. This is just one from Tom Atkins, a 3-course makeaway. £98 for 2 people, including house-made ricotta with balsamic pickled wild mushrooms, dried herbs, mushroom vinaigrette, 24-hour braised short rib. Am I making you hungry? 24-hour braised short rib with miso, honey, soy, Marmite onion tartare, salt-baked beans, dark chocolate mousse with... I'm just making myself hungry.
Or you could have...
Or you could try and make it at home yourself.
As I did over the weekend, sweet and sour chicken balls, $5.99 from our local Chinese wok this way.
Well, there you go. The reason I was going to play you some sounds. The reason I was going to play you some sounds was that the BBC Sound Archive are going through the sound, lots of years of sound archives, getting thousands of sounds from nature, and they're going to be released by the BBC to allow anyone who's trapped indoors during lockdown to create their own naturescapes. So, as if by magic, oh no, I'm not allowed to play it now.
Going to play them later.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
Come on, Louise.
The holiday firm Hayes Travel has announced plans for the closure of 89 of its stores following a review into its takeover of Thomas Cook. The Sunderland-based company, which has 535 shops nationwide, has not confirmed the locations affected, but said staff would be offered alternative work options to minimise redundancies. A spokeswoman said lockdowns and travel bans had forced them to act.